I gotta show you guys something. It's really funny how I start this game up. Look what happens. The anticipation. Ow! Ow! What a brutal way of starting a game. My God, let me see if I can move this thing. Roll, you son of a roller. I'm gonna carry you up here, man. That's what that takes. I'm gonna carry you up here. No, 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 don't go, don't go, don't go, don't go, don't go. Stay with me. Stay with me, damn it. Stay with me, damn it. This should be an achievement too. This should definitely be an achievement. You know how hard is it gonna be? Jeez. I can't. Well, that's some crazy physics right there. I'm impressed. Now, behold the beauty of music and sound in this game. You hear that music? Now do not tell me that doesn't just get your mind ready for what the fuck's happening next. You know? Before it was like, you know, choppy because you're solving a puzzle and you know what you're supposed to do. Now if they had that music going when you're trying to figure out what you're supposed to do, oh, that'd be so chaotic. But right now, they have this calm, kind of provocative music because you're approaching new stuff. I've never seen this red thing before. I need to get past this door, you know? So it's almost like they're using music to help your brain internalize what the expectations of that this game is communicating to it. So in stages where you need to solve a puzzle, have chill music so your brain can just wrap its head around what's expected. Once you have learned what is required to solve a puzzle, you just need to perform or execute, get that jammed up music going. This game did that perfectly. Because now I'm just like, I'm peacefully trying to explore this red thing. Now that wasn't too hard, but still, you know, we got to take into account every single type of player. And then did you notice that little ding as soon as I crossed over this threshold? That sound effect told me that I just made progress. See, all this stuff is being laid out in the mind. It's like, oh my God, sound effects denoting progress, music that's helping my brain internalize all the expectations. It's all so goddamn important. I wonder how many games are actually not paying attention to that, and that's why they're not being successful, is because it's just too difficult to play. You know, how many games are actually paying attention or understanding the importance of sound? I wonder. Whoa! Did you see that thing over here? There's like a camera that came down. Now I'm super duper duper dealio confused about what environment I'm in. I saw that giant heart that had metal tubes attached to it, but it was beating, so it means it was sustaining some sort of life. Now I'm seeing cameras poking their heads around corners. Is this some type of bionic creature I'm inside? This is really intriguing me. I'm excited to see how this develops. Again, here's our green thing. I'm telling you. Imagine on this side, the only mechanic I used was jumping. So I'm just like huh, 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 hoi, hoi, huh, 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 hoi, jumping, huh, 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 hoi, and I make this jump when I fall. And I said, Pastor, awesome, I can fly. Whoa, I'm flying now. Yeah, I'm flying. Yeah. Bong. No, I'm jumping. Whoa, I'm jumping. Waka. Yeah. Bouncing around walls. Ah, I'm flying now. See, that's the mechanic that I'm talking about. You know how fun that'd be? Just a wall. A wall is what changes the mechanic of each room. You could have so much fun. So here I see another environmentally induced mechanic. Nothing that my robot can that emits, or it comes from my toy, but comes from the environment. Once again, illustrating how this game has taken the stance of simplicity with the toy, complexity with the environment. I'm really curious if that is actually a standard game design principle that just hasn't been laid out to me in black and white. Because I never learned that in everything that I have studied. I've never learned that there's a standard form of game design, which is simplicity in the toy, complexity in the environment, as far as concerning puzzle games at least. But no, we have the introduction of these things here, which change. Okay, see, with a very simple. See, here we go. See, this is really cool. See, this, it's like the simplicity of the character, but then maintaining all complexity on the environment gives designers almost infinite creativity with how they design a game. You know, if you have more if you have more abilities and mechanics with just your tune, you're almost like you're too confused about how you're going to make it fun, because there's so many different ways. But then it could also just become confusing and chaotic and just not function that well. But if you keep your toy simple, just really simple, jump. I mean, Mario's done that way, just jump, you know? And then have the environment fun. That's one of the most basic, that almost seems like a standard technique when making a platformer, puzzle, adventure type of game. There's something on the side I'd like to point out here. Now, obviously, he flies freely and he has a mechanical pulling, but look at this. Look at me go into the water. I go in and I come out. Now, what is so interesting about this? Well, first off, like, unlike most games where, and I hate it, it's where the hero is this amazingly powerful dude, but for some reason, water kills him, he dies, you know? He doesn't die. My character doesn't die. Thank God he doesn't die when he goes into water. And here's one, just the fact that he doesn't die is awesome, because so many other games just can't grasp that concept. But also another cool thing is, not killing your character off allows you the freedom to eventually allow access to water if you have a power-up. Instead of like having to come out with another goddamn number 2, where now he can jump, now the guy can fly off of buildings and jump into water. Just give him access right now. Do that so that in the same game you can allow access to the water and keep the freedom to explore open. Good job, developers. Man, I just keep coming with sections in this game. This room just has so much interesting things. Look at this. I've spent the past 5 minutes just manipulating these mirrors to try to figure out how to get this beam of light down here over to this little acorn crystal, right? I've just been using these mirrors here because this is all that I can properly navigate, right? Well, check this out. Just dicking around, right? I'm just like what happened? Whoa, look at that. See, I just previously was talking about diving into water. I didn't even notice these freaking mirrors down here. You're using these mirrors as part of the puzzle. That's the coolest thing in the world. You know? They're totally embracing the environment thing. They're even hiding freaking environmental things you need to be aware of in the environment. That's so cool. Am I ignorant? Am I the only person that's never really experienced a puzzle platformer that has such attention to environment? I swear. I feel like it shouldn't be this big of a deal, but for some reason I feel like it is. I feel like there's just nothing like this out there. So I solved it. Access to the next section. I see another one in here. Oh, looks like we have a new addition to the enviro mechanic selection here. You know, they introduced a new thing here, and now we might see it in almost every single room, or not. You know, maybe Maybe these game developers are not that type where they find out what works and just freaking milk the shit out of it. They find out what works, use it once or twice, and move on because they have confidence that they can make quality stuff and not just freaking fall back onto statistically successful things. Well, this is just goddamn amazing. What I thought was, hey, room with puzzle solved, move on to next room, for new puzzle, was completely wrong. Not solve puzzle in one room, move on to new puzzle. Solve puzzle in this room and lengthen original puzzle into this room, meaning I gotta get that laser down to hit this thing. Whoa, that's freaking intense. That's like some super awesome wait, maybe that's not what I'm supposed to do. Give me this stupid thing. What's keeping it from giving it to me? I guess the pressure, so I gotta get pressure here. That's why that thing's red, and so I'm assuming get the laser there. We'll figure it out. I'll dig around for a bit and see what happens. Okay, I'm starting to get worn down. What initially was really interesting, an interesting setup, exciting, has become kind of monotonous and boring. Because I just found myself doing this all the goddamn fucking time. It's just, I don't know. I'm trying to find that angle, and there's so many angles to go with that it's like, you know, it's just, I don't know. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna solve it because I started it, but it's just, I'm like thinking, I don't know, like, it's awesome premise, but man, when you actually play it, it's kind of like, it's something that I feel like should have been caught in playtesting. Like, the playtester should have been like, yeah, good idea, but it's just kind of boring. So the player's like, well, if it's boring, maybe we shouldn't do it. I don't know. There's no logic here. At all. There's no logic at work. It's not like, the only logic is geometric shapes, like pool shooting, you know? Like, you're tapping in just that one little thing, and there's such a small demographic of people that would find enjoyment in this. I'm just thinking, I don't know. How to fix it, I don't know. If it should be fixed, I don't know. But just, this is my reaction, that's all.